Hey guys, today we are going to talk about ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD, a gacha game that's been getting a lot of attention lately. While it may look similar to other anime style gacha games at first, ENDFIELD brings its own twist with strategic combat, base building, and deeper gameplay system. In this video, I'll go through what makes the game different and help you decide if it's actually worth your time. Combat in ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD is a real time and squad where you control multiple characters and switch between them seamlessly during fights. Instead of relying on fast button smashing, the game focuses heavily on positioning, timing, and smart use of skills. Each character plays a specific role, and the success comes from how well your team works together rather than how raw damage alone. While the combat looks splashy on the surface, it's actually more deliberate and strategic. Base building is a core part of ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD. You are not just fighting enemies, you are also constructing facilities, managing resources, and setting up automated systems that directly affect your overall progression. Now let's talk about characters and gacha system. Because this is something a lot of players care about, ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD uses a gacha system to obtain new characters. But progression isn't just about pulling. Characters are designed around specific roles and the game plays a strong emphasis. But the progression isn't just about pulling the rarest units. Characters are designed around specific roles and the game plays a strong emphasis on team synergy rather than individual power. This means that how you build and use the squad matters more than simply owning high rarity characters. Even lower rarity units can stay useful if they are built properly and used in a right situation. For free-to-play players, ENDFIELD plays relatively fair. You can access core content without spending money. And while progression may be slower, the game doesn't look essential systems behind paywall. To understand combat in ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD, the most important thing is to know is that the game wants you to think, not rush. You fight using a team of characters instead of just one. During battles, you can switch between characters at any time. This means you can always choose who should act next. Depending on the situation, each character has a clear role. Some deal damage, some help the team, and others control enemies. Because of this, combat feels more like managing a team than playing a single character. Skills are very important in ENDFIELD. They have cooldowns, so you can't use them again immediately. Using a skill at a wrong time can put you in trouble, while using it in right time can completely change the fight. Positioning also matters. Enemies can punish you if you stand in wrong place or rush in without thinking. Stronger enemies can especially force you to pay attention to their attacks and move carefully instead of attacking non-stop. Another big part of combat is how well your characters work together. When your team is built properly, fight feels smoother and more controlled. If your team doesn't work well together, combat can feel harder than it needs to be. Compared to other fast anime gacha games, ENDFIELD combat feels slower and more controlled. It doesn't try to overwhelm with non-stop effects. Instead, it rewards players who stay calm, plan their next moves, and understand how system works. Overall, combat in ENDFIELD is not about fast reactions and button smashing. It's about making smart decisions, switching characters at the right time, and learning how enemies behave. Construction is a big part of ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD, and it's not just something extra on the side. In this game, you build and upgrade different facilities in your base. These buildings help you produce resources, improve your characters, and support overall progress. The main idea behind construction is planning. You decide where to place buildings, how to connect them, and how resources move between them. When everything is set up properly, your base works smoothly and saves you a lot of time. Construction also connects directly to combat and progression. A better base means better upgrades. faster growth, and easier access to important resources. At first, the system may feel a bit complex, but once you understand the basics, it becomes more manageable and even satisfying. Now let's briefly talk about the story. The story in ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD is not the main focus, but it helps set the mood of the game. It introduces the world, the conflict, and why your characters are doing what they are doing. Instead of long cutscenes, the story is told in small parts as you progress. It gives enough context to understand the settings without interrupting gameplay too often. If you enjoy deep storytelling, the story may feel a bit slow at first, but if you like gameplay and systems more than heavy narrative, the story works well as a background support. Overall, the story is there to build atmosphere and direction, not to determine the experience. Resource management is another important part of ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD. Throughout the game, you collect different resources that are used for upgrading characters, building facilities, and progressing through the content. How you use these resources matter more than how fast you get them. The game encourages you to plan ahead instead of spending everything immediately. Saving and using resources wisely makes progression smoother and helps you avoid getting stuck late. Resource management is closely tied to base building. A well-managed base produces resources more efficiently, which means less grinding and more steady progress over time. For free-to-play players especially, managing resources properly is important. Even without spending money, you can progress at a comfortable pace if you make smart decisions. Overall, Enfield rewards smart and patient planning when it comes to managing resources. So, is ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD worth playing? If you enjoy strategic combat, team-based gameplay, and systems that reward planning and patience, this game has a lot to offer. It focuses more on long-term progression than quick, casual action. But if you are looking on fast-paced gameplay with minimal management, Enfield may not be right fit for you. Overall, it is a well-designed game that knows its audience, and for right kind of player, it definitely is worth playing. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment down below, and please subscribe.